it going? It's Mark Starr from thehopry.com. Today's beer comes from La Vista, Nebraska. Now, I have to tell you that I am not a Huskers fan, so I really hope this beer does a better job of making me happy than their football team does. But all kidding aside, my boss actually is from Nebraska, went on a trip back home not too long ago and brought me a few beers back. He knows that I like good beers, and anytime somebody says they're going somewhere and they're driving, I always ask if they can bring me back some beer. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. This comes from a brewery called Lucky Bucket, and this is their Certified Evil, which is a Belgian strong dark ale. In terms of ABV, I'll tell you what, I've tried to look in a number of places to try to find any sort of number on this, and I can't find anything. So for now, it's just going to have to be unknown. Maybe I can make a guesstimate when I taste it. I don't know, but anyway, why don't we go ahead and get started. In fact, as I'm looking at this, I noticed that it is a twist off instead of a, well, maybe it's not a twist off because it's not coming off very easily. But that's what your wedding ring is for. So, all right, man, let's get this thing in the glass. Really kind of looking forward to trying this. From what I've been able to read from other people's tasting notes, I think this might be up my alley. Though I will tell you right here, it says it's an undomesticated beast, a dark, ominous, and oak-aged creation. Its aggressive hops battle its massive malt profile. So that really kind of sounds good to begin with. So why don't I go ahead and pour a little bit in here. And I'll take a moment too. I've actually been having a lot of people ask me lately why I don't pour my beer all the way to the top. Just kind of a sidebar conversation, I'll let you know that I only poured in about halfway, because if you pour the beer up to the top and the head forms right on the rim, it's really not going to allow all of those aromas to get out. So that's why I give it a gentle little swirl. It really helps open that beer, and because of the shape of this glass, it really just pushes those aromas right to my nose. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize that theory right now and stick my nose in here and see how it smells. Wow, I really like the way that one smells. I definitely get that oak character out of there. There's a dark fruitiness in there as well. Almost reminds me of how this beer right here, this Rochefort 10 smells. It's kind of got that Rochefort 10 character with those darker, malty, fruity characters. But there's some oak in there as well, which I gotta be honest, I'm really liking. There's a nice clean floral sort of vanilla aroma coming out too. Wow, man, this is a really good smelling beer. Man, okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and try this because this the smell is really good. Well, let me talk about the color first. Sorry about that. It is really dark, not quite pitch black like a stout, but pretty close. There's a little bit of that raisin and date color around the edges. The head on it, though, has really got this nice consistency. It's a light tan color, but really a good frothy, almost like what you would see on the top of a latte, for example. But really, I'll tell you what, man, it looks amazing, it smells amazing, I sure hope it tastes amazing, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to dig in. Here we go. Man, I'll tell you, I really like this beer. It's kind of got this leathery, tobacco-y sort of flavor. If you take just regular sweet pipe tobacco and you open up that pouch, it's got that real sticky, tobacco-y fruitiness. I get a lot of that on the palate. There is a touch of smokiness. I'm definitely getting the barrel aging. It's not putting off any sort of like vanilla character or anything like that. So it is just a straight kind of oakiness. Man, I'll tell you. There's a slight astringency to it. I'm getting a little bit of bitterness as well. So they've probably added, a fair amount of hops. In fact, they did say it's got aggressive hops. So I definitely get that hop character out of there. Mouthfeel is about medium. I wouldn't even say medium high, it's right about medium. But boy, I really, really like that. If you take a look at the glass when you kind of hold it from side to side, you can really see how that beer just kind of clings to the side. Just means that there's, a good amount of viscosity in there. If I had to guess on, ABV for something like this, I'm going to say that it's probably around the 8 to 9, maybe a little higher than 9, but I wouldn't go much higher than about 9.5 or 10 on this one. So overall, I'm really, really happy with this beer. Really surprised. I'd never heard of Lucky Bucket until he brought these back. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to check out some more beers by them. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the session. I know it's a beer that's probably a little bit harder to find, but I'll tell you what, I really, really like this one and can highly recommend it. So, well, that's it for today. We'll see you next time. My name is Mark Starr. Cheers.